So I got to tell you guys, there has been some amazing revelations the last couple of days. The first revelation is that it's the law of spiritual. I think the most successful people in this game and on this journey are people who are in tune with the unseen realm. You have to understand the basis of law is what codifies the morality of a culture. Morality is directly connected and tied to the spiritual aspect of things. By spiritual, I just mean the things that are unseen, that are hidden, that are unmanifested. There are two kind of thoughts or principles I want to talk about, and the first one is the definition of faith. Faith is, according to Hebrews 11:1, the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not yet seen. What else is, and before I ask that question, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. So what is the evidence of faith? What is the evidence of faith? What is the evidence of faith? Is hope, the substance of hope. The substance of hope is the evidence of faith. The substance of your hope is the evidence of faith. So that means that if you're hoping for rent, if you're hoping, remedy in rent, if you're hoping for remedy in mortgage, remedy in auto, if you're hoping to be financially free, if you're hoping to be whatever it is that you're hoping to be, whatever that thing is that you're hoping for, faith is the realization, the actualization, the materialization of whatever it is that you're hoping for. Now, what is hope then? Hope is the vibration, the vibration of our being. That is what hope is. So because hope is a vibration of our being, we must recognize that if my vibration is low, and if I look out into the world and I see despair and I think, I can't do it, or it's not going to happen, or not for me, or whatever, that is the vibration that is going to I'm going to draw that same vibration to me. Hope is a vibration, right? And so when we suffer, suffering produces character, suffering produces endurance produces character produces hope. Some of the reasons why some people are suffering now, and some of the reasons why you keep on coming against hardships and issues, problems, despair, things aren't working out for you, is because it's trying to produce in you something that's trying to raise your vibration up. It is trying to raise up your hope so that you can manifest actually what it is that you've been wanting. Everything that comes up as a resistance, or everything that comes up as a program that says no, not this way, these are all just opportunities for us to tap into the emotion of the thing that we want. Okay, so faith is the substance of things hoped for. The evidence of faith is the substance of things hoped for. Whatever you're hoping for in your life, that is what faith is. Okay, now the evidence of things unseen. Now there's an unseen realm that exists, guys. Again, it's the unmanifested. It's the hidden realm. Okay, and so we have to understand that we are dual. We live in this world of duality, that we are both a hidden part and a manifested part. There's a hidden aspect to us, if you call it whatever you want to, God, source, light, angel, Christ, whatever it is, that spirit within you, soul. You have that, and then you have your vehicle of manifestation, which is your emotional body, your physical body, and your mental body. So, going again, I want to bring all this to light to say, to kind of connect back to what we're learning with consumer law. With consumer law, the most important thing that we can understand and recognize is that everything works according to your faith, because faith is the substance of things hoped for, right? The evidence of things not yet seen, but so is credit. Credit and faith are the same thing. Credit is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. The evidence of credit is the substance of your faith. You want a new car, you want a new house, you want your mortgage paid off, you want to be free from debt, you want all of these things, you're hoping for it. Your credit is going to help you do that. Good credit obviously is going to help you do that. But I mean, good credit, bad credit, all credit's the same. It's just a matter of how the reporting agencies, the consumer reporting agencies, are It's how they're giving the data. Now, most of us don't recognize and know that they're giving fair and inaccurate data on us. If they give unfair and inaccurate data on us, then there's a big issue, because now we are not getting access to our credit, or the credit that belongs to the estate, whatever you want to say. The consumer is not getting their credit, and then the banks, how are the banks going to operate if they're not going to get the credit, if they're not acting as the intermediaries, if they're not acting as the security transfer agent? How are they supposed to do their job if we don't have access to credit? Because a 3-digit number is determining my life. Credit is life, right? Credit is life. And so there is no way to understand all of this unless you see it both from the physical standpoint and the spiritual standpoint. There is no way for us to grasp and fully become this unless we operate according to a mind that is set on the Spirit. Because the mind that is set on the Spirit and the law of the Spirit of life sets us free from the law of sin and debt, what we owe, right? What they say we owe. So if you want to be set free from debt, only the law of the Spirit of life can do that. And so that is making sure that we're putting our minds on the things above, making sure we recognize and continue to accept and believe who we are. I think that's the last point I want to point out. If you don't believe in credit, you're not going to use it. It doesn't mean that it doesn't exist, because everything is a byproduct of credit. If you don't believe in faith, if you don't think you have faith, or your faith is little, everything is given to you according to your faith. So if you don't think that faith, that you are actually the true creditor, the original creditor in any transaction, you're not going to put yourself out there to make application. Of course you're not going to do that, right? So your works are directly tied to how much you believe, right? If you had great faith, you would be like, I'm going to apply for this, for this, for this, for this. I'm going to do it all. If you did not have a great faith, then you're going to be like, no, I'm going to sit at home and I'm going to work my 2 jobs and 3 jobs, and maybe, hopefully one day when I'm 80 years old, I can retire and see Texas or something. What we need to do is we need to have faith. To have faith means to believe, to accept, to trust, to know, accept the promises, accept that what we are seeing is a byproduct of something that is made from the unseen. Okay? So if you believe and if you accept that yourself as creditor, you know that you are the creditor of this world. You know that your sweat equity, the value of your labor, your commercial energy is what is keeping this whole thing alive, right? Because you're a conscious being and you are awake and you're alive and you're here. And that's amazing. You know that. You know that. The Federal Reserve note is backed by you, your labor, your sweat equity, your commercial energy. It's backed by you. It's backed by your faith in it. Okay? So let us continue to remember that the law is spiritual, that faith and credit are the same thing, that faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen, that credit is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not yet seen. That faith and credit are not only the same, that credit is life, that faith is life, that you are in order to actualize or to materialize anything in your life, you have to have hope. In order to have hope, we do not hope for those things which are seen, but we hope for that which is unseen, right? And so whatever it is that you are looking for, the hope inside of you is going to be purified. Because if you really want to be free, the hope inside of you has to be purified. And that is why we suffer. Suffering produces endurance. You're going to keep on going, or you're not going to keep on going. Endurance produces character. You're going to become the person you're supposed to be, so that way you can step up to the plate when it's time to do what you need to do, which is the administrative process, administrative procedure, to act as the agent, to do whatever you need to do. And then character. Character produces hope, and hope does not put us to shame. Okay? Because the love of the Creator, of God, has been poured into our hearts through the Holy Spirit. The set-apart Spirit, the one who is telling us, you are the creditor, you are a son, you are loved, you are accepted, you are valued, you are chosen, and that's what I got for you guys. Much love.